Good. Wow. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning. How's it going, everybody? Having some technical difficulties this morning with life in general, with headphones, with my voice. Dr. Feelgood, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? How's everything going? Remind me, kids in school, not in school, getting close. Last summer plans. Where are you at in life right now, sir? Leslie, thank you for the reshare over on X. And good morning. Um, if you are one of our X followers, we hang out over here on Twitch. So if you ever see these little pop-ups that I put on here, that's mostly the Twitch chat. So if you wanted to come join us, if you um, are you our friend Viva La Leslie? Uh, you may not be, but that's the other Leslie that we know in this crew here. Good. You got it. Okay. Yep, I got a fresh cut, man. Yeah, daughter started high school and son is homeschooling. Oh, nice. Okay. How's that going? Do you homeschool? Does your wife or how is that? And is there like a specific reason why your son versus your daughter? Um, it's interesting. It's never been anything that I've ever been interested in myself. I know a bunch of people who do it. Um, my daughter, Brooklyn, would love to do it because she's just having so much trouble right now in middle school with her friends, um, and her friends' friends. Like it's this whole thing where, she's really good friends with this one girl, but then it seems like other girls are trying to like break them up as friends or like cut into their time or whatever, and it's just, yeah, it's kind of been that way for a really long time. I think she likes a more like one-on-one friendship, and so I think maybe she has some trouble in the group settings of friendships, and maybe even a little bit of trouble accepting that other people can have more than one friend and that she can be friends with more than one person. And so she gets in these little moments with people. Um, Wife is a stay-at-home mom, daughter didn't want to leave her friends. I'm just kind of over the K-12 system. M is only in third grade, so we're trialing. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I remember we had a lot of that conversation when you and Jason were on here about the K-12 system. Yeah, I'm very similar position. Like I think I've said before, like as far as the actual school system and the grades and the way that they do things, it kind of seems a little bit much to me. There's a lot of like the weird intricacies that just don't make any sense to me, and I think they're put our kids through a good amount of stress and what have you. Um, that is unneeded or unnecessary. So like I'm not the hugest fan of it either. But yeah, good morning. What's this? Best? Come on, man. Just get out of here, dude. I saw something on my on Twitch. I think it was Savvy subscribed. So if you're out there, Savvy, good morning. Thank you. How have you been? Um, what is going on? And then all of a sudden I got this little best viewers on stream spam. But yeah, there she is. Good morning, legend. How have you been? How is the family? What are you guys up to? Have you moved yet? Are you in Arizona local now? Like, is your life turned upside down completely different? Just sweating all day, every day now? Um, I know that was really, I know that was really, really close. It was supposed to be summer or end of summer. Maybe I could be totally wrong though. It could be like fall or something. I know you were trying to sell the house, your existing house. So I think that was the last thing that we had heard from you is that you were showing the house and working that process. So let us know, girl. But yeah, good morning, everybody. I don't know. I didn't hear from Jason this morning. Maybe he's off doing Jason-y things. Um, I can't remember. He said his new schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but then he isn't following it. Uh, so good morning, David. How are you, sir? What's going on? Hey guys, I think David is going to come live on screen this Friday. Um, I think. Okay. I'm going to try to make sure that that happens if David's still okay with it. And if we can get Jason to wake up and show up that day. Because I will be day two Hawaii and I'm not waking up at two. Well, I don't know. I might still be in the different time zone. So, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to hit the 2 a.m., wake up and get out of my hotel room and piss my wife and family off and stuff like that. We're staying in like a smaller hotel room for the first 3 nights. Um, and then we're upgrading into a bigger room the rest of the time. But yeah, we're super excited. We can barely as a family, especially me and my wife, think about anything else this week. Uh Thankfully, as I've said, I'm in a pretty mellow place at work right now. Finished some jobs, and I just have my two main jobs right now, and they're cooking. They're cooking well. Um, One behind schedule, one on schedule, and so it's just been good. I just gotta focus on putting together a plan for the 7 days that I'm gone to make sure that my clients and my team all know what's going on, and that's my goal for today. It was my goal for yesterday, but I got very distracted with chatting with my office mate, couple of meetings, conversation with my wife, dad's after dark that I basically forgot about, getting my haircut, all that stuff. Just forgot about it, man. It's just difficult. Oh, and Amazon returns and UPS store trips and all that stuff. It was a day. 37 days on the market. 6 days ago, the neighbor listed and sold 2 days. Oh, dang. Ouch. Wow. Had people abuse my kindness and had to shut that down, which is also crappy. Feel so discouraged, but my husband said I need to get back into V Friends. Ouch. I'm sorry. That sucks. Wow. Was there a like did you know the neighbor was looking to sell, or did they just like literally just take advantage of that moment? Older people. Okay. All right. That's hard to predict. Maybe didn't have a very talking relationship with them or something. But that's wild. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, I'm your husband knows you obviously better than most, and I've seen enough of you in the community to know that you are a happy person when you're with us. I've heard a bunch of stories uh about where you were before you got here. So yeah, that's a good plan. just try not to focus on it as much and get back into your happy place and your happy zone. I mean, this is like one of the things that I tell people, like in the sale process and in the finishing your home process. Like what I do is like when it comes to like the end of these things, it's those every days, those every weeks, those every months, like they just seem so annoying, like because you're like so close to the end. But then one day it'll just be done, and then you'll be, gone and moved into your next life, and then you'll be like at year one of your new house and year two, and like completely ingrained in Arizona, and it'll just be like a very distant memory. And as you know, like, home is wherever you and your family land and wherever you guys want to make it. So uh even if that was a place where you've been for a while and had a lot of fond memories, like those don't just stay at the home, they come with you, like, all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully single floor, smaller house, but sold for 80K more than ours. Damn. Oh, what? That's wild. What's that market like? Well, hopefully it's a turnaround, and yeah, feel so much better in Arizona, and I've let myself invest a lot in my hope into the moment. I feel a whole yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, especially when like people come in and make offers, and you get sponsored by Celsius, 100%. I wish I was sponsored by Celsius. There was a while where I was on like nothing but Rockstar, and I like reached out to people, like, like tried to get it happening. Like, dude, I'm just gonna drink this stuff all the time, whether or not. But yeah, it makes no sense. But yeah, sorry to hear that, Savvy. And wishing you success quickly, but if it takes time, there's this guy that we both know. He would tell you to exercise patience. Um, yeah, that definitely sucks. Um, anyways, whew, yeah, I guess I'm up here alone today, guys. It's fine. Let's rock out. Today's reading, in the book, The Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. That's what we're here for. Look, I mean, I could pull like a grow a garden reference if you want. Like, your plants aren't just gonna mutate like randomly. You gotta be in the server, you gotta be hanging out, you gotta wait for those weather events to get those proper mutations. You gotta wait for that master sprinkler to come in. You gotta wait for Kowski to friggin' DM you at 4 a.m. that there's a grandmaster in stock. Um, I mean, you're a parent, you're a V friend, you're a gardener. Patience, girl. Um, sidetrack. Anyways, we're here because literally the only reason we're here. I'm just kidding. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to smile. I'm here to laugh. That's what I'm here for. If you guys didn't notice, if you guys ever wondered like why we take 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes to not to talk about this book, it's because I'm here for the good times, and I don't care at all. People read the book, people don't read the book. I know Dr. Feelgood reads the book. Savvy, do you read the book? Um, the book is The Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. I don't have it in front of me. Jason usually does. I read on a Kindle. Um, it's an amazing book. It's a page a day, 365 or 366 pages. David, you've look, I need to read the book. Savvy, when you get a new Arizona address, I'll send it to you. Or I'll send it to BroFit. It'll be waiting for you when you get there. And then you'll have to go see BroFit to get it. But yeah, it's a book, David. It's a great book. It's a quick read. Today's was three short paragraphs about Winston Churchill and his son. Basically, in some sort of meeting at Parliament, uh, this guy, Sir Archibald Southby, questioned Winston Churchill's son war plan, and I guess he did it in a, in an attacking way, belittling him, whatever kind of way. I don't know. They don't go into those details, but at the end of it, he tried to, you know, shake Winston Churchill's hand and, basically say like, no hard feelings, like blah blah blah. And Winston was like, nah, man, like you slighted my kid, we're not cool anymore. I'm sure that's exactly how they talked. And then it just goes on to basically saying, that was Winston's way of breaking his family, maybe not trauma, but like his dad didn't support him. So he was going the other direction, and he was supporting his kid um, to the end. And then there's, the notes at the end, which my favorite part is often the end of these little readings, where it basically Ryan Holiday doubles down on, you know we have to do the same to our kids, whether they screw up, whether they do this, whether they do that, like we have to have their back. They have to know that we have their back, like in everything and anything, that we won't write them off. uh we'll fight for them, and will let anyone wrongly abuse or attack them without hearing from us about it. So we all know that. Um, Stabby, I feel like is a warrior. Well, I know you're a warrior, but like I would be scared to be anyone crossing Stabby's children. I do remember that very vividly when I was growing up, that my mom was a fierce human. If anyone crossed me and it got to the point where I couldn't handle it myself, and I needed to like have that conversation with my mom, she was she was there. She would rush into the school, she would rush over to someone's house, she would do whatever, and she would have my back, and be in that person's face. There's a why is Dom on alone? I don't know. I wait patiently to see if any of you guys will show up, because no one's ever on time. I don't know how else to say it other than like I'm here, y'all just show up whenever you want. Um and I didn't drop the invite in the chat. I'm sorry. Dr. Feelgood, would you have came up? Savvy, would you have came up? David, would you have, David's coming on Friday. That's the hit right here. We got to start posting that across the atmosphere. Dr. David Connerman is coming up on Friday. I think I threw an R in your name. I'm sorry, bud. But I want to hear the pronunciation of your last name, when you're up on Friday. But anyways, I was saying, I've a story that I tell about my mom, uh, is that I was dating this girl, and was in high school, sophomore, junior year, and her dad um, was very much like an old school, like Italian father, like kind of like mafioso type. And uh, at one point, she brought me over to meet him, and I guess I was a little too touchy feely with his daughter. And like, so he sat me down and had like this very like big dad energy. Let's say that big dad energy talk. Little felt a little bit threatening. There might have been a threat in there alluded to, and I wasn't too thrilled about that. So I told my mom about how it went down, and within a split second, she was in her car driving to his house, pounding on the door, and was like, you, you know, having big mom energy words with him. Uh, and so that was in high school. And then if that wasn't enough of the story, like me and this girl ended. We didn't talk to each other for a really long time. I, ran into her many years later. We hung out for a minute, but still nothing changed. And then out of nowhere, my mom is doing some online dating, and she actually goes on a couple of dates with this girl's father, the same guy. Um, and I think I like met them like because I was working with my mom at that time, so this was like, when I was in my late 20s or something, and he had lived like around the corner from one of my job sites, and it was kind of like one of those things where she was like, "Hey, do you remember him?" And I'm like, "Wow, cool. All right, cool ending to the story." But yeah, that's my story. Where'd you go, Jet? You guys just so like just oh, this story is so beautiful. Just Turner, what did you do to my chat? He just pops in, says one phrase, and just destroys the mood. Come on, man. So that book, I was talking about the book the whole time. Time to feel good. I was talking about supporting your kids and having their back. That's where the story came from. Ah, man. Anyways, how do you have your kids' backs? I hope you do. I do have another story to tell. Um, but yeah, we recently had a situation with Bailey, and it was kind of something. And I basically texted I texted her just letting her know that like I got your back. Like, you know, I I I know that you're a good kid. Like I know that you mean well. Like I got you. I love you. All that stuff. I legit get riled, but I've had also to learn to let them fight their own battles, which is so hard. Hey, good
What's
morning.
up, man?
What's up,
I didn't
bitches?
realize, I didn't realize you're gonna. Which I didn't realize you guys were gonna be on. Or I didn't realize you were gonna be on alone. You're holding it down so well. Your confidence on being man, you are. If no one's really given Dom the um, look, this is my other caffeine. This is a jar of cold brew.
This guy. This guy just
Yes.
runs on just caffeine. Do you have anything else other than caffeine? Oh, eggs.
That's all I have. Oh, eggs. Yeah, eggs too.
Eggs and caffeine, people.
Eggs and caffeine. Um, that's a good story though. I liked your story. I was listening.
Guys, this is one of the most famous views on Instagram right here. If you've seen all the reels that have gone viral of this guy
Yeah.
making things, this is basically the view right here. This is the
This is
countertop.
it. This is the countertop. Feel like I needed to have a spot that was going to be repeatable and easy, and this is it. So I'm able to just some days I'm like, all right, I got my phone. I can just put my camera right there, and then I
Yeah.
can just record, and then I have like B-roll, and I just have stuff to make. And that's all good. It's dumb,
Yeah.
and then chat.
Hey, Sloan.
Who's chat? Chat's not a person; it's people. So there's people
Dr.
down here.
Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood's down there. David's down there. Savvy's down there. So
Oh,
just
that
going
one's
on.
probably not the best one.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to?
Um, um, we are, what are we up to? We're getting ready for the day. I'm gonna start getting stuff. You're gonna go.
Are those Lucky Charms pajamas?
Um, are those aren't Lucky Charms banners, but these are, if no one understands the how special Little Sleepies PJs are, and then the communities around Little Sleepies, it's ridiculous. People
Huh.
love them. I love them too, but we stopped buying them. Yeah, they're soft. They're really comfy, right? Yeah. They're not Lucky Charms.
Nice.
They're just for my favorite time of year, which is spring. And it makes us happy. So it's good.
Mm,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's we're gonna get ready for the day. We're gonna see what's going on. So what is one thing that we should do as parents today to make our kids feel taken care of, loved, and protected? All right. Um, what can parents do today to make their kids feel special? Take them to a water park.
All
You are
right.
not going to a water park today, just so you know. What's up, Didi? I'm gonna go. All right. Well, I'm not trying to delay the show, but I
No,
just
it's
wanted
all
to.
good, man.
Well,
It's
yeah.
good to see you guys.
Oh, Didi's here too.
Oh, there's the little one. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Everyone's eating. This is Dom is just waking up over there. Dom has what? We got bagels. Ah, um,
Bagels? Nice.
Didi, is there anything that parents can do today to make their kids feel special? My brother does. Also this. It's more than chocolate. Uh, you can try it. I don't really like it. Yeah, I don't think you will either. Yeah, so
Awesome, man.
I am I'm going to I'm gonna jump on some client calls in just a minute, and then we're gonna get the day going. So
Great. Good stuff, man. Thanks for popping up. It's good to
yeah,
see you.
yeah. I wasn't trying to delay it. I wasn't trying to cut in. I just wanted to say hey, because we have a community here, and how special is it that we have a chance to actually connect with everybody. So I
Yeah.
always appreciate reading the chat, and I appreciate everyone showing up. So it makes us feel special.
Good stuff. Sloan, enjoy your dad. Are you enjoying him home in the morning and hanging out with you?
He asked if you enjoy having me home in the morning and hanging out with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your AirPods are not picking up her voice as
No, no,
much.
no. Okay. Well, that's. I guess that means they're working. So,
They're
so it's
doing their
supposed to
job.
work. Yeah, yeah. All right, we're gonna get back to our day, Dom.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for letting
problem.
us hop on, but we'll see you in a little bit. Oh no, we're gonna go. Okay, bye guys. Love you
See you,
all.
buddy. See you, man. Yeah, that's a good point there, David. Let me get him off the screen because they're frozen. Having their back with a hug. We did a concert last night with Ella. She loves to dance and sing. It's awesome. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun, fond memories. The kids getting together and teaching each other dance moves. Bailey teaching the little ones some cheerleader stunts. Bailey doing her like practicing for her cheer stunts, and us all getting to watch those like simple family moments are some of the best for sure. But yeah, that was it's good to see Ryan. I know he's having a blast with the kids, so we don't see him as much here in the mornings, but he had a little family dynamic shift. His wife locked in a very awesome position with the state, I believe he was saying. I've heard him say this like 3 times. I'm just so bad sometimes with memory. And so I think she's more now going to work in the mornings, and he's got that morning dad kid duty time of, getting them ready breakfast, getting them off to school or camp or whatever they're doing. So, it became a lot more difficult for him to work this in. So he's going to be a popper buyer, always welcome. And then like Jason and I have been talking a lot. We definitely want to have more of you up here anytime you want. So if you're feeling, like you want to chat. I mean, literally when you say good morning to the show, if you feel like you can come up and want to hang, just let me know and I'll drop that link. I don't need to be up here all alone the whole time. I would much rather chat back and forth with you guys. That's why I do focus a lot on the comments, and I tend to ignore Jason and Ryan when they're on the screen with me because I just want to read what you guys are talking about. Y'all are so interesting. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have have David on Friday. Dr. Feelgood will come up another time. Savvy, we haven't had you up on a while, but again, glad that you're back. Bummed that you've had such a hard couple of months here. It's never fun selling a home. It's just, yeah. I've never actually had to do it, but I've watched enough people do it and known that process. But yeah, gotcha. I have to re-register the kids for school. Yeah. I mean, moving to another state, like, yeah, there's so much involved in that. So, it oh, yeah, because you the move got delayed, so they are gonna start school they're gonna have to start school where you're currently living, and then you're gonna have to transfer them in the middle of the school year. Ouch. Damn, that sucks. Wow. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a whole nother layer right there. Man, that sucks. Yeah. So is your house on the other end lined up, or is it once you have the sale of this house, you were going to like rent somewhere until you found something to buy out there? Um, oh, I mean, if you need one, go do it, David. Part of me was wondering if my barber would have been okay if I just like continued the live stream, the Dads After Dark, while I was getting my hair cut. But I'm not that guy, like, at all, and he's a very, like, quiet, like, dude. Um, I just thought that'd be funny if I was just sitting there getting my hair cut while holding my phone. Yeah, yeah, what a bummer. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Plan on renting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But obviously not easy to go down there now, rent, while the house is still not sold. I'm sure you're um, needing those funds or needing to be out of that mortgage or whatever. So yeah, it's I'm not going to make the assumption that you're so flush with cash that you could just have two properties at once because I couldn't, and most of us could not. So I'm sorry, but yeah, like keep us posted, check in, tap in, whenever you need a smile. I'm happy to have given you a smile this morning and taken your mind off of all that stuff, even though we were literally just talking about you the whole time. Um, you know where to find me just about every morning, except I will let you know because maybe you don't know. I am going to be out of town, so I won't be here. We leave Thursday morning, bright and early. I actually don't even know what time, so maybe I make the Thursday show, maybe I don't. But if not, like yeah, keep us all updated in here in the chat. And Ryan's got a new show Mondays, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Um, Dad's After Dark. So pop in there and say hi to him. He actually opened up the stage to everybody, and we had a five-person crew on the call. It was pretty cool. It was fun. And Bag was up there doing Ryan's new game, his new vulnerability question game that he's having fun with. She didn't cry though. But yeah, you guys, I'm just stalling and messing around. What happened to his VDad show? I know, dude. I know. He's so busy. I'm trying not to push him. I was actually supposed to take it over and start doing VDad's interview, but just like the sheer thought of it, of like sitting here and having a question conversation interview with someone. I had my first guest lined up and everything. She was super excited. You guys know her for sure. She comes in here and just like spews nonsense for hours. But yeah, I got scared. I got busy. I got whatever. I didn't do it. I feel bad, but and then yeah, he's a busy man. He's going in 50 different directions, and I don't think that that's one of them right now. Crazy how expensive Washington State has become. So dual living isn't an option for us. We also have my mom living with. Yeah, yep. I mean, dual living isn't an option for most people. That's why they call it like the 1% or whatever. But guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. And I will see you here tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. Yeah. Love you. Bye.